Hello Wayne, this is Joel. It's sure great to see you, man. I've been missing you through the winter. I'm glad you've been able to get out and enjoy the warm weather on the golf course some. Look how great this looks, buddy. Deadly. And you see that ball's hitting into the net. It's a little bit hard to see there, but right about there, right where that little yellow circle is out in front of your head. It's right about where it hit on the net, and that's why that ball's been drawn for you better here the last several weeks, last couple months. Because that right there is fantastic, Wayne. Yeah, it'd be nice if that shaft was a little higher, but still that is a huge improvement, man, over what we used to see. And from the face-on angle, the great news was that there's a sense of a weight shift, getting onto that front foot so much better. And his arms are extended much more than we would see in the past. And his hands are really turning over. Closing that face, really quite powerful looking there, man. Much different than we'd seen in the past. And then relative to this putting, you can see it looks like you're a little inside out, but remember, much more important relative to the straightness of your putt for that face to be dead square at impact. And the only real, not the only, but the main, most effective and relevant way I've seen to help you with that is to get on that chalk line. Yeah, and you see here, your head's nice and steady. Right at impact. The shaft is just leaned forward a little bit, just like it was at address. And your wrists have stayed firm through impact nicely. So in terms of the actual stroke, man, there are a lot of good things going on there. I wouldn't fool with the stroke too much. Just spend a lot of time on that chalk line, Wayne, to help that putting. And then relative to that full swing, man, keep doing this. Good progress. And what we'll probably do next time is still just try and get you more and more comfortable with seeing those arms get more and more extended through impact. Sense a little more weight shift. Might alter your setup around just a little bit to make that a little easier as well. Man, that is great news, Wayne. Since you've been able to practice a lot this winter, it's really creating some good things for you. Like it. Thanks so much, man. Again, feel free, or I'll show you this little thing here. With, again, helping you see that relative to putting, see there are 10 balls that one of my young students hit a few years ago, and so we look at that batch, oh, it looks like a pretty good batch of 10 balls. But then when you look at it from the x-axis, remember, if we walk around to the right side of the screen as we're looking at it here, right side of the balls, and you stand on the x-axis, now you see that indeed 2 of them were a little short, the other 8 were perfect, one of them's in the hole, and you see even more from the blimp view. That the ones that were the perfect distance are going to be the nice, simple 2 putts, whereas the ones that were a little short there, if 2 of them are a little short, are going to be the ones that might end up as a 3 putt. So again, distance is much more important than direction in your putting. And again now, in terms of the straightness of the putting, use the chalk line. That'll just make you all the more precise there. Use that chalk line in practice a lot. But relative to your score, the first thing to get good at as you get more and more serious about your putting is controlling the distance. As you see here. See, 2 of those are a little short, the other 8 are perfect. Those 2 that are a little short are the ones that would change your score. Might create the 3 putt. Thanks so much, Wayne. Talk to you soon, man. Look forward to seeing you.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is the 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from PuttersEdge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter! Ellie! Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.